Yeah, I'll fix that for next time. Oh, is it really not adding your proficiency? Do you not have proficiency?
I don't have proficiency in
Oh, you're
nature.
just plus 2. Okay, well, we'll take
I
the
didn't
first
know it'd
15 then.
be.
Okay, then if you roll from... Yeah, so it should be fine. It's not actually. It's literally because you have 0, 0. Okay, so 15. And that means with Kevek's critical success, it's really easy to copy this map down for your own uses. So, don't, don't, don't take my maps, okay? You have your own map now.
Right.
I'm just gonna point at the line between where the forests are and where the map basically goes blank.
Mm-hmm.
So, your master's shroud only goes to this far.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we live, so...
Are there other masters?
No. Master takes over the whole island, but, Master's powerful, but doesn't waste resources.
What does he want?
What does he want? Well, he wants to protect us, I suppose. I don't know.
What an amazing and altruistic entity.
Sure. Don't you have somebody to go after?
That's what it looks like. I guess we should do that.
That was
Could be
passive
dying any moment now.
aggressive.
Right. Me.
Oh, don't mind me.
If I heard correctly, the goblin chimes in. If I heard correctly, if those kobolds are independent, they might have climbed a rock somewhere and saw that there's mountains to the east. So I'd check that direction first, maybe.
Are you
go anywhere you
trying to get us killed, or is that just a friendly suggestion?
Well, I mean, if you want to try and find your friends, you can do that, or you can go back and try and follow their tracks, but that might waste time. Who knows? It's all up to you. I don't really care what happens to them.
I'm gonna leave this to Kevak. He's the one that's good at tracking, as evidenced earlier.
Wish I could say we didn't care either, but we've somehow become babysitters.
Kobolds and dragons. There's a chance that they didn't actually go over there, so going back to where they started might be the best plan here.
I think you're right.
I agree.
Sounds good.
We'll be here as long as you're here. And you're gonna be here forever, so have a good night.
You too?
Yeah. You too.
So you guys leaving the camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Do not
you-
like this place.
Are you going to backtrack to the beach and try and push through the exhaustion? Or are you gonna sleep here?
Should probably sleep here just in
Bro.
case.
Yeah, let's sleep.
At the village?
We'll
Let's
have
set
our
up camp
watches.
somewhere.
Alright, fair enough.
In this village, how many huts were there?
There's like 7 or 8.
Well, we've
No.
only seen 4 people.
Well, there's a few other people in the periphery too. Not everyone that I put that token down is represented. But it's really like not a lot of people. It's like maybe 1 or 2 dozen. Though you don't know the status of anybody outside the camp or anything like that. So not a lot.
We can keep watches, rest near the gate, take probably double watches, like we
It's
had
not
discussed
votes
before.
for. It's not votes for pushing through the exhaustion. If anyone else is gonna go with that option.
We need to rest.
Yeah, I don't know if I can push on like that.
I'm
Here
not
of all
built.
places.
I don't like.
I don't
this.
like it either, but I'm not built like you, and I don't think many of us are.
Well, I'll take first watch then, along with Valo.
Wait, why me?
We
Because
decided
you're my
watches
watch partner.
before.
Oh right, we did establish that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right.
And think about it this way. If we have the first watch, that means you can sleep soundly once our turn is done. You don't have to worry about getting woken up for a watch.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, and you'll be safe with me.
So are we taking second, Kevak?
It would appear that way.
Snouts eyes really deeply. I really don't like this. It's fine.
Just as a note, guys, I looked it up. You can go 16 hours without going to sleep, and it's been like 12 hours.
How long did it take to get here from the spring?
You think it took you about 8 hours, but that was because you were trailblazing. But since you now know the path, you may be able to get back, at least to the beach. But you will be exhausted when you show up there, we'll say.
I'm leaving this one to Kevak.
It will be rough. We could probably make it if there aren't any issues along the way.
It's more your specialty than mine, so if you think we can do it, then I'd be okay with it. If you're not comfortable with it, then we should stay.
Is everybody uncomfortable with staying in this place?
Snout raises his hand.
I'd like to avoid it.
Yeah, it's not my first choice.
Then we should.
We're just openly shit-talking this village in front of everyone.
I think we stepped outside
be
first.
back.
Although it's possible they can still hear us if they're nearby.
I mean, we're not trying to be quiet, are we?
Not really.
Gadget has no problem shit-talking this village.
I mean, we probably have to come back through here to get to the other side anyway, so.
We're still allies.
If we're going through, we should go around.
Let's try not to make too many enemies here.
I imagine there's a pretty limited amount of enemies we can make on this island.
Let's try not to make any enemies here.
Right?
I would rather not have to bail you out again.
That's right. After all, we did set out on this adventure as ambassadors of peace. So,
Wait,
Well,
we
now
are?
that I think about it,
Doing great
Perhaps-
so far.
perhaps you should make more enemies. We could give more of the goblin stuff away.
okay, I think I'm ready to move. Let's go.
Yep, let's go.
So, you guys exit the village and through this dark purplish jungle as the mists definitely seem concentrated, as they told you, around this village here. The trees get less purplish, the mist gets lighter as you continue back your way down this path. Now, I do need a survival check from Kevak because you are trying to navigate it at night.
So,
Turn down the wrong way.
giant scaled creatures that are not dragons.
Salamanders.
Giant lizards.
Large lizards? Like, how does that work? I don't get that. I thought lizards
dragon.
were small.
The lizard
Dinosaurs.
goes big.
What's big?
The lizard is tried as a big lizard.
Well, no.
Dragon brought
Dragons?
back a very big lizard
Dragons are
the
actually
other
like
night.
not
Did it?
lizards. That
I have a theory, and it's really out there, but I'm sticking with it. Dinosaurs.
a what?
dinosaur.
It might have been a dinosaur. That's what I'm guessing, or something. I don't know. They have feathers and they're lizards.
Are dinosaurs common knowledge in this setting?
Not really.
Wow,
You
yeah,
hear-
I'm making this out of character. Don't worry.
Oh,
Out of character in my character's voice.
Obviously, yeah, but obviously we know they are out of
What?
character.
Why are you using French in the slightest?
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevak, you roll a 12.
I sure did.
Oh no.
and nobody is called in to help. So
Nope.
you guys are getting really tired. You're on the trail. You're not sure where you are.
Should have been at the beach by now, probably. Or at least seen something we recognize.
Well, considering that we aren't, maybe we should just go ahead and make camp here. I imagine it'll be easier found in the daylight.
Yeah, I don't think I could go any too much farther. I am quite tired.
Did we?
But
Did we pass any like clearings or anything like that, or has this been narrow trail the whole way, basically?
So you passed the rope bridge. You went across that. You know you went across that. You went south in the direction of the beach. But at some point along the way, you feel like you went down a different path. And since these people have been here for a while, they probably trailblazed different paths. And you trying to navigate in the dark, trees really look the same in the nighttime.
Yeah, it's more so like a place where we could set up a temporary camp. I was thinking of like a clearing of some sort, or at least a little wider trail area or something.
Yeah, roll a nature check to know where to find the right places for them. Which probably would be surrounded too, but you rolled 19.
Ooh.
So
almost landed on a 3 and I was about to be really sad.
Kevak is able to find a little cliff, like a tiny little cliff here, where it seems like roots of a tree are holding up this cliff, and it seems like this like a 10-foot wide alcove here is a very nice place to hide in the jungle. So probably best place to make camp.
All right, well, Kevin will definitely point that out as they pass. Be like, this is probably the best we're gonna get for now, then.
Well, that could work.
Not bad.
It's
all
a
things
creepy village.
considered.
Anyways, better than that.
This is one of those doomed if you do, doomed if you don't kind of situations. Either I stay in the village with the crazies, or I stay outside with you crazies.
Speaking of staying outside, do you guys have tents?
I have a bedroll. We don't have tents.
We sure don't. Well, oh, hold on. Let me check my inventory.
I don't
probably
think
not.
anybody bought tents in the shop.
I don't. Oh,
Nope. None of us have tents.
Okay.
I'm not sure any of us were expecting
We're dumb.
anything like this yet with what we were getting into. Even though we
You
probably
did
should
know
have expected
that you were
it.
going to an island. Tropical island where there are a lot of bugs, there are a lot of gnats, there are a lot of nasty creatures, creepy crawlies, all that. And a tent would have been really nice for your sleep. So
Would it
Why-
have been nice? Yeah, it would have been nice.
it's sorry, go ahead.
I have
I-
regrets.
Tut is going to take out his net and to like try to hang it up on a bunch of branches as like a cot for himself.
A hammock is the word.
Hammer, yes, excuse me.
Yeah, you can do that. As long as you know how to tie knots.
About that.
Oh, you're a sailor. That should be easy.
It's a sailor with no sailing experience.
Why want me to roll, boss?
You can roll a just reflex saving throw, we'll just say. Just for dexterity.
Oh,
You figure it out on the fly, and you make a pretty nice hammock.
completely by accident.
Which is nice, because you're above the ground level, so your DC will be lowered. As speaking of, everybody who's resting will have to roll a fortitude saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Miklo and I are taking the first
I
shift.
suppose would it be? What is this?
Hmm?
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Also, it seems like we're getting gray screened today.
What is that?
Or well, I'm getting gray screened. The issue with loading the game.
Oh yeah, just try and reload.
Yep, I'm trying.
Seeing what Tut is doing, Kevin's probably gonna try to find a tree he can sleep in.
Sorry about that. is it too ridiculous to ask if I can like MacGyver some kind of not tent but like some kind of rough shelter from like I don't know. I'm picturing like these broad leaves and shit like you'd see in these typical tropical island situations.
Yeah. You guys are fatigued at this point, so everything will be at -1. But survival check for that.
Survival. Shit.
That's like
Oh,
a
you
big
got this.
epitome of survival.
Valo doesn't want to sleep on the ground. Can he climb up a tree?
Put a minus
Yeah,
one
roll an
there.
athletics check.
Oh no.
Quebec's also going for the tree thing, by the way.
Same thing.
Tat is actually going to help Gadget by providing him with his like tool to
Oh.
assist with cutting branches.
So what
Um,
is that?
You're able to at least make some rudimentary shelter that'll lower your DC.
Okay.
It's not that great. It'll probably fall halfway through the night, but whatever.
It's fine. Hey, Kevak, this is my tree. Get. I guess there's another branch.
There's a lot of trees around here.
Why did you choose the same one I climbed up?
It's a big tree.
You guys do that. I'll just use my bedroll.
Alright. So, going through watches, I'm going to say at the very least, nothing really happens because you're still very near the domain here. So, the mist still shrouds a little bit, so it seems pretty safe. So, nothing happens through your watches tonight. I do need fortitude saves from everybody. Yeah, just fortitude save from everybody.
During his watch, Fallow's gonna ask.
Oh, goody.
So, Miklo,
Yeah.
what do you think of this locus?
So
Not really something I've ever experienced before. This is kind of new to me. Didn't really know that there's anything like that out there. It seems kind
it's
of
right here. Sorry.
nasty and mean, I guess. You guys. Oh my goodness.
I get at least one every session, so it's good to
Get it out now.
Get that out of my system now.
Alright, so
My
we need stats,
stupid
so-
banana leaf shelter is gonna just crumble on top of me, and I'm gonna be swarmed.
There's
Banana
some snakes in that leaf that you didn't catch.
colony of weaver ants you
Those
didn't
like
see.
banana spiders or whatever.
We're back.
Nice.
Finally.
Roll a fort save.
Huh?
Talking to EX.
Seven trace elements are still loading in, so it might take a bit for me to even be able to open my sheet.
Okay, but in general, you guys didn't really have a good night. What that means, well, it remains to be seen. But you at least are not fatigued anymore, and you wake up about early, like 10 o'clock. You still don't know where you are, though.
Alright. It's not a dream.
So, I have some bad news for everybody here. I think we're just a little lost.
Lost?
Lost. Off the trail. We should have been at the beach.
Oh, well, yeah, we figured that last night. We could just, I'm sure you could just use the sun or something to tell you which way to go now, right?
You can tell cardinal directions, but that's about it.
Not gonna do much for us here unless you want to wade through all these trees where there isn't a trail.
Well, if we can figure out a cardinal direction, we've got a rough map.
The map was showing that our beach was basically south of that village, right? So worst case is that we ended up going a little bit too far east. If we go straight south, we'll just go further inland. So what if we take some kind of a southwestern-like direction?
That sounds good.
Or
Does
we
it-
end up even more lost.
Does the trail continue in that direction?
I think we have a pretty good chance of hitting the beach if we just go south.
In this direction, you kind of lost the trail. So
So we're super lost.
yeah, but you can still follow cardinal directions. I'm keeping track of where you are on my screen.
We should just go south.
Why just south?
Because we're bound to hit beach. No matter which direction we ended up.
Unless we went east.
Yeah, he has a point there, I think.
Not if we were following the trail. We
Which
got
trail?
off the trail at some point.
Yeah, we did get off the trail at some point. That's what I'm saying. Where did we go after we got off the trail? Were we even on the right trail?
We would have had to double back past the village to get to a point where we couldn't reach the beach if we went south. And I don't believe we've passed the village.
So are you saying that we went north?
I don't know where we went. I'm just saying that if we go south, we'll hit some kind of beach. And it's a lot easier to follow a shore than it is a bunch of nondescript trees.
Well, of course. But that's the reason I was suggesting southwest, because if we do that, we're guaranteed to hit a beach. Even if it's the wrong one.
If you want.
Kevin's gonna find the biggest tree he can find and climb to the top of it.
All right, roll me athletics check.
So my game is loading back in, so give me a second. I got the connection issue or whatever it was. This is without the -1 penalty, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second.
Did you see that survival roll I made earlier?
10.
And
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I can't see the rolls or chat logs right now, but I guess I can actually still roll.
Are you able to just roll in athletics for me? This is loading.
All right. You rolled an 8 total. Oh, sorry, I have done self rolls, but still 8. I downloaded the module that actually makes it hidden. So,
well, that's good. Though I still
yeah.
heard a sound.
you still heard? Okay.
There's a
Whatever.
dice clattering sound.
Whatever.
Oh,
It doesn't
no.
matter. You would hear the same thing on a table, like a table in the real world. So it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Okay.
The 8, Kevak, you're having a hard time getting up here. It takes you like 10 minutes to climb up safely. So it takes you a while.
He's just stuck at the first branch for a while.
But when you do get up there, the surroundings are all trees, but you do see, at the very least, out to your west or southwest, you do see ocean. So that's what you can see. Now, if you do look eastward or southwards, you see jungle, and just barely on the tip of what you can see eastward, there is some mountains.
He's gonna call down. I think Miklo was correct on this one. It's a southwest, it looks like. Approximately.
Oh,
See
you,
anything else of note up there?
My apologies then.
Lots of jungle. Not much else that I can see.
Yeah,
Is
just
that-
gonna roll up the map and humbly present it to Miklo. for safekeeping.
Oh, it's totally all right. Besides, it gave us a chance to discuss this, and because we did that, we were able to come up with a solution.
Right. I'm just saying you're clearly more qualified for this, so
I've never done this before in my life.
Oh,
me neither.
I mean,
This
I
is actually kind of my first time away from my home.
touched a map one or twice through my travels, but I mainly stay towards the roads.
I've read town maps of my own town.
I mostly hitch rides places.
So,
seen him.
are you good at? If you're good at drawing the map, you should still keep the map yourself then.
If you say so. Gadget will just stuff it away.
So I assume you guys are going to head in the southwest direction.
Let's do it.
Alright, so following a cardinal direction this time, you are easily able to, within like 2 hours or so, you weren't too far off, find that you did end up sort of in this spot, but now you're back to the beach.
Actually, southwest is an intercardinal.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll 1d6 psychic damage for Gadget.
So you guys do make it back to the beach now, and
Nice.
you see up a little ways where you actually landed. We head up in that direction, and you find that there's no trace of the kobolds. Your little shack is still standing there, and the chest full of treasure is also just sitting there. Seems like the kobolds left that behind too.
Something's not right here. You guys know how I was led away. I still don't remember that happening, but I don't doubt that it did.
Miklo goes to the chest and opens it.
All the
Todd
gold's
looks
still
around to
there.
see if anyone else is around.
Roll a perception check.
Yoink. Oh gosh, god dang it.
You have some sand in your eye.
Fucking sand.
I don't like
eyes.
sand.
Is Kevek's fishing gear here, or is that gone?
That's still here.
Okay.
They left everything.
Cannot they really possess more than one person at a time?
It's like they just wandered off.
Maybe they went to the spring.
There's no way they've been gone for that long.
Kevek's gonna check around to see if there's anything that he can potentially follow, like broken branches, footprints, those kind
Yeah.
of things.
Roll a
There's
survival
what
check.
that cartographer said about them heading to the mountains.
I suspect locusts.
Why would they want to go to the mountains? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Perhaps the same reason our dear friend here ended up sleepwalking.
To fresh water so we don't die.
Survival check, Dave?
I was working on it.
That's right. 17 because of good? Or no, you already added it. Yeah, so 16 does allow you to see the tracks. They weren't hiding them or anything. It seems like, they milled about on the beach, but there is one track that heads over a little bit of ways to a rocky outcropping that seems to go up, like into the air. Just this little thing. And it seems like the track stopped there, then there's a divot in the ground where somebody jumped back down, and then it seems like there's a bit of tracks heading in the eastern direction.
Well, they might not have been lying when they said east. Kevek says as he continues to follow these tracks. But the question is why?
No kidding.
They wouldn't just wander off like that.
Apparently they would.
I suspect Locus is behind this. He led me astray, remember? He admitted to that.
Perhaps we have different ideas of what these other kobolds might do.
Well, Locus did say that he didn't do it, so that means that it couldn't have been him.
If you take his word for it, sure.
Well,
I don't have much of a reason to believe why he'd be honest with us.
We should just assume that everything it is saying to us is a lie.
And in fact, if it led the kobolds away, that would make it really easy for those village members to take what's laying here.
You know, thinking about it now, the locust, he's been the one whispering in our ears, right? At least he's the voice I heard at night the night before, last one.
yeah. I actually do like you guys.
Thanks?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I guess we should try to follow these steps, see if they went over to the spring or anything like that.
Yeah. That's our best bet.
Didn't we, out of character, didn't we put that horror in our pack of holding? That we then gave to the dragon?
No.
Really?
We
No,
thought about it,
no.
but we didn't.
No, we offered it, but he had declined. Straight up.
Oh, I must have completely missed that.
You do notice that the dragon's nowhere to be found. The kobolds aren't here. You could just put it in there.
Probably
Yeah,
want the
I
dragon to
think
that we're
it's
stealing it.
best that we don't touch it. And if the villagers touch it and Scissorax
their
finds out, yeah, that's their problem.
Wait a minute, but that would mean that the dragon would attack the villagers.
Yeah, it would. And honestly, there's not much we can do.
There is.
No, like if he swoops in there and attacks them while we're away, then we literally cannot get there before him.
We could hunt the dragon down and kill him.
Right. But no, that's not what I meant either. No.
That's
What I meant was that we could just take Scissorax's horde.
Oh, please, no, don't even bring up that idea. That's an awful idea.
Playing with fire, aren't we?
That would literally make him think that the villagers took it.
Monsieur, as much as I am a man of the money, I think treasure is not going to be any help of us right now.
No, I'm not talking about keeping it. I'm talking about safeguarding it. He knows that I would never do anything to his treasure.
So
I
you
don't think you both think that.
We could leave a note here warning anyone thinking of touching it what might happen to him.
Yeah,
Then
just
at
a
least they'll have a fair warning.
little paper note. If you're not a young green dragon, don't touch this.
Or something like, if you mess with this treasure, a green dragon will kill you.
Just write a note. This
Actually-
treasure is cursed. Touching it will guarantee your death.
I think I have something simple. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
Gadget's gonna switch out a cantrip, and he's just going to he's switching out. Let's see, I'm getting rid of join pass. I've literally never had a chance to use that.
What cantrip?
And I'm going to prepare sigil.
You
And
do know that a chance will come out for it to use that, like, when we leave now, right?
That's
I
how it
know,
works.
for sure. There's gonna be a recall knowledge check for like the first time ever in like 10 minutes from now, I can tell. But anyway, sigil heightened to 3rd level. I'm going to put on the chest a see, a little glowing skull and crossbones on the chest. I think that's a pretty clear indication, and it'll stay there for 1 month.
All right.
Oh, good. We have a month until we have to come back.
I think that'll serve as a decent enough. I think anyone can read that and know what it means.
What does it
Is there a
say?
pirate
I'm
around?
gonna look at it. What does it say?
I mean, I can only place a sigil. I can't put text on it, so it's just like skull and crossbones is like universal symbol for like danger, death, etc. Don't touch this.
Unless
My-
you're a
my-
necromancer, then it's just like a supply closet.
Am I doing spell levels wrong? I don't think we get heightened 3rd level until level 5.
Yeah, it's heightened spell
Oh.
level. So
Okay, my bad.
yeah, if you have
It
third level
lasts.
spells.
Let me. It lasts for a long time. Let me check again. What's the duration?
Unlimited.
A week. It's
Yeah,
still
a week. Okay. That's still plenty for right now.
Sorry, I was just getting confused too on mine.
Yeah, when it says levels there, it's spell levels, not character levels.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys have the chest marked, just sitting there in the sand. Are you going to go after the trail that you found, Kevak?
Yes, before it goes cold potentially.
I'm gonna follow. I think everyone's
Okay.
gonna follow.
Yeah, I'm not splitting up.
No,
Let's do
do
it.
not split up. Please.
So, as you guys follow this trail, it definitely goes eastward, out away from the domain of the Lucas, it seems. And what I can do, I think.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Yes.
This is officially a hex crawl.
Yep. So,
I love the effect on the map. It's so cool looking.
as you guys head into the jungle, you very easily know where you are, so you're keeping track on the map. You're mapping it out as you go. If you get lost, though, you might not be able to find where you are. So, as you guys come to this place on the map, I'm gonna roll something.
Out of character, didn't last time Kavak like leave marks in the trees as when we went to the village?
He did by like the spring in that area,
It did.
which did
So
nothing
that
because it
was-
was at night.
Alright, so you guys continue along the trail here, and it gets to about afternoon by the time you feel like you're pretty deep into the jungle here. And you guys start to see what looks to be a clearing in the jungle trees. You see this large area that seems rocky, but at closer inspection, you actually see that it's full of this black, sticky substance, like these pools of tar boiling to the surface.
Yeah, I'm not getting close to that.
What is that?
Oh, by the way, I misread the spell. It's not any sigil. It's like my unique magical sigil, whatever that means. I don't have a design for it
Your
yet,
trademark.
so
Your
yeah.
sigil
I
is
guess
now a
that
skull
would.
and crossbones.
It's just an image of your face.
I can design one later, but like, I don't think that's gonna be very descriptive, unfortunately.
But the gist of it is, it's gadget symbol.
Too bad you can only make one. If you could make an unlimited amount, you could like draw words with them.
But yeah, as you guys are approaching this tar pit area, one of you. Actually, I want you all rolling perception checks.
Did that roll go through?
Yeah. Gadget, do you see something that nobody else sees? Sort of in towards the pools, but not like inside of one of the pools. You see this glimmer of something reflecting against the sun. You don't know what it is, but there's something there that's shiny.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah?
Hey Snout, you see that?
See what? This
Yeah,
little
just
bit
gonna
of.
point at it
And
until
Uh,
he
you
catches
can see it.
notice.
Oh, that. Seems like maybe something metallic, something reflective.
What? I'm sorry. Not my fault. I reflect.
What?
Wait, are you not talking? Oh, are you talking about something else?
There's something,
Yeah,
something in the distance there.
is it like something I can walk to, or is this like between pools or something?
Yeah, you can walk to it. You just go around a few pools.
Right. Snack's also coming along.
Oh, why don't we take a look? Maybe there's a clue.
I'm gonna keep my distance. This certainly doesn't smell good to Valo.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, it might be a trap.
Kavak's gonna keep tracking the Kobold trail while they go look at that.
Sure. And as you guys go over and look at this, you see this like little band of gold, seemingly half into the tar here. And as you're inspecting it, you start to hear a gurgling, bubbling. The tar all around you seems to come alive as these bones of creatures that have died here begin to sprout from the tar itself and form into just ghastly looking skeletons made out of ooze and tar.
Oh, would you look at that? It was a trap.
Oh no.
Gadget's with him.
Mm-hmm.
Hello's back. Touch's kind of in the middle. Kevek was over here looking at the trail. And you all are being assaulted by an army of skeletons covered in this tar. The tar seems to even just... It doesn't even seem like these skeletons are altogether full. It's just the tar that's holding skeletons that look humanoid together. And as they slurp and gurgle towards you all, they look pretty hostile. So I'm going to have everybody roll initiative. I'm going to start the combat. Make sure you have your character selected when you do your initiative.
None of these skeletons look like kobolds, do they?
None of them do.
Are we rolling initiative off of perception or what?
Yeah, perception.
These are some these are some awfully bony looking lizards that are not dragons.
I don't think initiative.
I keep almost rolling a single digit and then it rolls to like a higher number.
I keep rolling below 5 apparently.
Oh, I needed to add you guys to the turn order first.
Ah, shit.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna just
I rolled really good.
update you guys. Your initiative values. So, Gadget, what? 22. Miklos is 17.
The game hates me tonight.
Kevak, you got into there, okay.
Yeah, I waited till you pulled it up.
Snout needs to be a 20.
Well, at least they're normal-sized skeletons.
Valo's 27, Gadget's 22. Oh, what is time? It's 10, okay. And now we're going to roll these skeletons. Oh, those guys got... Yeah, I'm still rolling. I'll just do the private jam roll. Alright, so as these skeletons start rising out of the tar, formed by this like magical tar that seems to be pulling together skeletal like pieces of corpses. They don't even all match. It's like some have bigger bones than others. It's very strange amalgamation. So Valo, you're first. You see all this rising out of the tar. What do you do?
I am going to target this one. I'm gonna cast Divine Lance.
Okay.
Heightened on cantrips is based on level, right?
Yeah. So if you cast level 2 spells, you get an extra d4. It should be automatically applied to the damage, I think, but roll the attack roll.
Oh.
An 11. Unfortunately, as you summon up this divine lance, the creature's strange form just baffles you, and you're not able to aim properly at it.
Then I'm just gonna cast shield.
Alright. Cast a glittering shield in front of you, and you're pretty protected with all that magic. Now let's go on to Gadget.
20 AC on a sorcerer. This is really hard to
Oops.
picture.
There we go. Gadget's turn.
Upon seeing the skeletons emerge, Gadget's gonna give a protracted sigh, open up his spell book, and pat Snout on the shoulder. This one's all you then. And his dream is coming true because I am casting Enlarge on Snout.
We've got our own dinosaur.
Now you can drag that spell effect onto your character.
And he's gonna step back.
Oh, there we
Oh
go.
no.
And it automatically enlarges you.
And
this is
then
different.
I'm moving here.
You're now
well-
clumsy 2 as well.
Oh, okay.
Wait, actually, the creature is clumsy 1, so
Yeah, so it's not
technically,
increased.
it's not an
by-
increase, yeah, so you're just clumsy.
Ah,
Wait, let me
nice.
check- Let me check my feet though. Maybe feature though. Maybe that increases my clumsy.
I don't think so. I think I looked at this and was trying to figure that out, and I think it's just an overwrite thing, since it doesn't say it increases the level of clumsy, it's just you are clumsy 1 on both of them, so...
I think that's right, because it works the same with status afflictions. Like if you get like slow 1 and you're already like slow 1, it doesn't like stack.
It's neat. But now my pickaxe is made for a huge creature, I'm guessing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, no, actually, what's the size bigger than huge? Because the pickaxe is 2 sizes larger than made
Oh.
for my class.
You don't even have to
Gargantuan.
move to attack this thing now. This is great.
Oh my goodness.
Snout is going to end up killing us because the pickaxe has so much backswing.
Yeah, you have like a 20-foot long pickaxe now.
Okay. So,
He can pick any target he wants.
Well, you still... Okay, so 20 foot thematically, but you still can attack
Yeah.
10 feet out from your character, which is a lot
Okay.
because you're large, so...
oh boy. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So, that's Gadget. You cast a 2-action spell and move.
God, I can't wait to heighten that.
Snouts, it is your turn.
Kaiju Snout is gonna fucking rule this land.
Alright. So now it begins testing out this newfound size by attempting to target the skeleton with a power attack.
Go for it. "21 hits by 5. Roll the damage of the power attack."
Don't forget to add the +2 to melee damage.
I think that gets included as like a
Oh yeah,
Yep,
enlarge
it's
+2,
included
you're right.
automatically.
Oh, excellent.
Beautiful.
That skeleton is obliterated. You just splatter this tar all across, the bones go everywhere. Just, it's completely wiped out. That skeleton is dead.
I'm guessing this other skeleton to the bottom left is out of range.
Yes.
Alright. Snout decides to defend this front against any approaching skeletons and just looms over the battlefield growling in an attempt to demoralize this skeleton.
You growl at the skeleton. It has no mind, so it doesn't really understand anything you're Like it doesn't. It's not affected by mental abilities, which demoralize is, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Mental.
Oh well. Worth a try.
Yep, that means also if Tut is crit by one of these, he cannot cringe against these skeletons because they're not affected by his cringe.
Oh no!
We'll never get old hearing about Tut's
I love
amazing.
that stupid ability so much.
Kobolds are literally cringe.
They knew what they were doing, and I love it.
It's beautiful.
I love how
Disgusting.
Corvos describes it every time. Just like
So perfect.
so, it's so much
Great.
better when it's so flatly like delivered.
So
Very
you, so now as you are looking around, you see this skeleton start slapping its way towards you. 5, that's one action, and then it's going to start attacking you. Once with a jaw that just widens ridiculously longly because, you know, it's tar. It can pull that far, so it's going to strike you. Wow, 27. Didn't crit, but he hit, so he's going to roll damage on you. You take a whole 5 damage on the first attack. Can you guys see these rolls happening in chat or no?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, so
It occurs to me that I forgot to rage.
yeah. So you take 5 damage there, and he also comes around with a claw that just widens with a tar. So that's MAP minus 4. That'll also be a hit, just barely, because your AC is 19 and he hit with a 19.
Oh boy.
You take another 8 damage, total of 13. And that's that tar skeleton's turn. We'll go to Miklo.
All right, Miko just moves down to the one by him to, kind of make sure he doesn't get past. Raise his shield and does a strike. So let's get that all sorted. Target. And smash.
Hey,
With
by the
his
way,
flaming sword.
no one look to our immediate north.
Okay.
Yeah, so Miklo, you
Oh, no.
hit the skeleton, so roll for damage.
Okay.
Let's hope that doesn't start.
Solid 13.
13 is enough to kill this one, actually.
Nice.
So maybe this is a little overkill.
As you strike into this skeleton, it just obliterates with the smoking sword. The extra fire and that just cauterizing the tar kind of. I don't know what happens when tar is hot. Makes it less hold together. Okay. So he just falls to the ground.
Yeah. Miko calls out to the others, hold the line here, let them come to us.
And that's your turn.
I
Let's
have
go
no
to the
problem with that.
Other ash, or not ash, tar skeletons. They're ash skeletons in Monster Manual, but they're tar for me. 5 needs to make another move. Funny thing about these skeletons, even though he has to do a double move, is that they have reach because of the tar. So it just slings its head forward into Miklo and bites at him.
Get Nintendo.
Oh no.
Cool, I guess.
You are hit by 2.
Not cool.
So 26. 8 damage to you.
Alright, I think I'm gonna try to deflect that one a bit.
Alright.
Let's see. The shield block. And let me double check. I believe this increased at some point. My hardness is now 7. So my shield and I will only take 1 from this.
Nice. Yeah, you took the shield out like paladin thing. So with that, you take 1 damage. Your shield takes 1 damage too, right?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so the next skeleton is this one way in the back. So he's just gonna run across. He is not difficult terrained by the tar, but I imagine you guys would be very hard or very difficult to get through the tar. So 5, 10. Move. So he's just going to being there. Next one. He's going to stand there.
So much for holding in line.
Yeah.
On the bright
This
side, we're
one?
not surrounded by tar.
Is going to go up to Snout and do his reach attacks against Snout. So he had to 5, 10, 15. Oh, okay. So he has 2 attacks. Jaws extend towards you, biting at you. They miss. The claws still extend out, reaching towards you, and those hit. So you take about 6 damage as the claws rake at you. And that's
Snout.
Sorry, go ahead.
Snout growls as his hide gets whittled away by the onslaught.
Alright, Kevak, it's your turn.
Kavak's gonna pull out his magical implements and towards the one that stopped right next to him, he's gonna unleash a gout of electricity. Close my sheet though, 1 second. And it's also going to be bouncing to the one straight north of it.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, that one, he needs to roll a reflex save. They rolled a 17, which fails. So roll your damage on that one. The other one's going to make its reflex save. That one fails too. However,
Nice.
as you sling this electricity towards these creatures, they seem to conduct it quite well. They still take
Ew.
some damage from it, but they seem to have a resistance to electricity to some extent.
It was worth a shot.
But they still get hurt. So, this one... Alright.
And then as Kavak's third action, he's going to raise a shield. And that will be all he does.
Alright, Tut, your turn.
Right then. First things first, I'm going to do my thing and assess the enemy.
Alright.
So,
Which knowledge are you trying to do for these guys?
He's gonna insult the skeleton.
Which
right. Which were my options again?
you can do the knowledge checks, which are religion, arcana, nature, and something else. Society.
Society.
It just depends on if you think these guys fall under religion, society, you know, occult or something.
Well, they seem to fall under nature, it seems, so I'll try that.
Okay.
Apparently, you forgot to
Obviously,
actually click the
we live
thing.
in a skeleton society.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like these guys are all that natural. This is very unnatural.
Right, I have a new thing I can use for shits and giggles.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to tell you that these
Great.
guys do not like to get hit by fire because of the tar slopping off of them under the heat, but they are resistant to things like slashing or piercing damage because, you know, it's hard to slash into. And that's your dubious knowledge.
Think we can roll one of those things out?
No.
Okay.
Tat is going to move up and grip his cane and just swing it into the skeleton.
Alright.
With the 18, I hope that hits.
18. I don't see it in. Oh, is it the
The attack roll, right? The 13. Excuse me.
13. 13 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
That's not good.
It kind of undulates from the strike. Doesn't really hurt it at all because it avoided most of it.
That was the like 5-foot step does exist in second edition, right? The 5-foot step free action or something.
I'm pretty sure there's no 5-foot step.
There is, but it is an action.
It's an action that you use to get out of like bad stuff.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, that's free action. Free actions.
All right. Then we get to the last skeleton. Who's over here? They're going to move up to the most obvious target and attack you, Tut. Just with jaws extending out towards you. That hits. You take 11 damage from the first. And the second misses. So 11 total damage. And now we're back to the top of the round with Valo.
Okay.
That one isn't appearing on the turn order, by the way, for some reason.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not.
That's weird. Oh,
Oh,
I
wait,
didn't
shoot,
roll it,
shoot!
apparently.
I did not mean to click that.
Okay, well that one rolled a natural 20, so it already went. It's Valo's turn now.
Okay,
There you go.
so on my turn, Valo's going to instinctively and kind of panicking use 3 actions to cast Heal at a 2nd level.
3 actions to heal at 2nd level. Okay, so 3 actions is the
30
disperse positive into 30 foot.
30-foot area,
All
which
living and undead.
hits all the skeletons, all the allies except for
Oh.
Miklo and the other one.
Ooh.
Nice.
So,
Great. So
Oh.
roll the amount of healing that this does. I think it's 2d8, right?
yeah, it should be.
Yeah,
Good
it is.
thinking.
Oh.
As you disperse this
something.
positive energy across the group, everybody is healed by 4, and the skeletons don't seem to like that very much at all, as their their forms start to undulate from the positive energy, overwhelming their undead nature.
Well, that worked better than I expected.
Doesn't do too much damage because it didn't roll very high, but they're vulnerable to it.
Weak to fire and healing.
Miklo,
At the
like,
moment.
Don't forget anyone who's missing HP to add that 4. So it's my turn now?
Yes.
Alright. 1, 3. If I draw a line, does it have to be in like a grid direction?
No, it can
Or-
be diagonal.
Okay, let me.
If you use the ruler, it'll kind of show you how that diagonal would work.
Alright.
yeah, the raid
Let-
template.
I think this is 60. It like cut off, but in any case, I'm casting. Sorry, let me go back to. Gust of wind.
Alright, so the way that's drawn, it wouldn't hit the guy in the back.
Yeah, that's fine.
But Gust of Wind
Mainly
is
going
still
for
going
these
to-
2 here.
Yeah, so they need to make a Fortitude saving throw. First one rolls a 27.
You know, for being
Second one
skeletons,
rolled a 27.
they don't have a lot of...
How much is a critical success?
Critical success would be
29.
29, so they still failure. So,
So
the creature
they
is not
cannot
prone.
move against the wind.
Or wait, no, the creature can't. Yeah, successes. So they can't move
Cool.
against it. They can't get any closer, but they don't get knocked back.
I imagine it's like a car wash cleaning all the tar off of them.
That will be my turn.
All right, Snout, you're up.
Let me go ahead and mark this down.
It's like it seems that Seems like we're surrounded. Snout starts to get at work with clearing out some of the skeletons as he launches into a rage. Before following that up with a quick 2 attacks, 1 for each of the skeletons, starting with this one.
Go for it. That'll definitely hit. Roll the damage. I don't think there's any way you could not kill it, even if you rolled a 1. But
Part of me is morbidly curious to see what stacking a magic weapon on top of the enlarge would do to your damage.
Hey, if Snout is down, Miklo should.
Because it would double your weapon dice.
that one up top is splattered, and the second
That's
attack
one.
is a multiple attack penalty. Still hits it. All the damage.
It's beautiful. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's destroyed too. As you just swing across the first one, it just gets flung back into the tar, completely dispersed. The second one gets smashed into the tar. It's gone. They're both decimated.
Awesome.
Excellent.
That's it for Snout's turn, as he gives a triumphant war cry.
All right.
Muffled
Um,
oonga boonga in the distance.
All right. Miklo is going to actually move in there to the little cluster of enemies and try to position him. He's basically positioning himself so that he can try to do a little defending. So you gotta raise my shield. There it goes. Okay, and just go ahead and attack the one by Quebec.
All right.
Striking with my blazing sword, or whatever it is, smoking sword. 26. That sounds good. 10 damage.
Okay. This one seems to be a bit more bulkier than the others, and as you hit it with this is a slashing weapon, right?
Yep.
So doubly, it is seeming to not do enough to slash into this creature, and it doesn't seem like the fire has any effect at all, because you have a 1 extra fire damage.
Yeah.
So your total damage here was actually 4.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh,
That was a
Snouts.
full turn.
Let me just check Snout.
Oh no, it's a
Snout would
flaming
probably-
skeleton.
Snout would still kill them, but I just want to see what is your weapon a bludgeoning, a great pick?
good. I think it's piercing. Let me check.
Yeah, probably would.
It's piercing damage.
Yeah, so it would be reduced, but you hit so hard that it doesn't matter.
And also, it's magical, so I guess if it's only for non-magical resistance, then it shouldn't matter either.
Yeah, I think sure. I'm still a little rusty on resistances, but I think unless it says unless magical, that's still going to reduce the damage.
Okay. Typically, when I see resistances, it says like non-magical, so and so.
Yeah, I think it doesn't really show me on Pathfinder's things like easily. So let me look real quick. Just for future reference. No, yeah, usually it'll say like unless magical, but for these guys it's just resistance that.
Okay.
But you still killed them, so Miklo, is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Now it is the skeleton's turns. That one that you left behind is going to go straight for Kevek and start biting into him. Jaws come out first. That is a miss by 2. So that'll fail. And multiple attack penalty claws. Miss by 1. So, Kevek, as you stand there with your shield raised, you are able to deflect its blows. Next one is going to start attacking. It can't move, but it's still going to reach out, attack Valo.
Oh, great. 19 AC.
Hits by 4.
Cool. I will be with the damage. I'm going to be doing my reaction.
Yep, does 9 damage.
Cool. I use my reaction. It's this one up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So
I'll
you
be
might want to add that
reducing-
9 back.
Yeah, I'll be reducing your damage by 5 as I do this. Alright, so I get to make a strike against that foe as my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
A party mate gets hurt. Nice.
That hits. Roll the damage.
There you go.
Yeah.
13 damage reduced by 6. So that's going to be down to 7. Just barely holding on, but it's still surviving, and it's still going to keep attacking Follow. Claws. Rolled a natural 1. So, with that, it's just going to attack again with claws against Tut. Add more multiple attack penalty. And misses. So yeah, that one's turn. Wasn't very good for it. Now on to the other one's turn, which is above Kevek. This one is going to step up towards Gadget and attack Gadget. Luckily he had a step, so he only makes 2 attacks. But this one looks a little bit stronger than the rest. Even so, he rolled really low on the first strike. Didn't hit there. Multiple attack claws also missed. So, that one's not doing very well either. Kevak, you're up.
Kevek's gonna take a page out of Valo's book here. He's also gonna be casting heal with 3 actions.
At first level or second level?
First level. I don't think I can upcast unless I put it in a slot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only reason I could upcast it is because it's my signature spell at first level.
Yeah, so this is just level 1.
Alright, so roll 1d8. 5 damage.
And there's 3 actions as an emanation, of course.
And healing.
So, you hit all of these skeletons. Channeling that positive energy really rips apart these skeletons. That one up there is completely destroyed. This one over here next to Tuts takes the brunt of the damage. This one here next to Gadget takes the damage. And the one next to you also takes the damage. And anybody who was also in that sphere gets healed by 5 too. Which I assume you already did.
Everybody but Snow.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Snow.
So that was your 3 action. Let's go to Tut.
Cat is going to assess another skeleton for any way to strike it. So, devise a stratagem. Oh, by the way, I can make these technically only when I critically succeed with my recall knowledge check.
Take what?
If I do the recall knowledge thing, I only get the thing when I get a. If I critically succeed, I get to know the weakness.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you got a 21 on your stratagem.
Yep. I will still do my recall knowledge check, this time with Arcana, I believe.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's nothing arcane about these guys. It's more of a if you talk to some of the very um, gods-minded people in the party, they'll probably start to tell you that these guys are unholy.
Huh.
Cult even.
Oh, that's not nice. Still, Tat is going to step over here, and as in like one fluid motion, as he steps in, just swing with his cane at the skeleton in front of him, using and try to exploit the weakness he has.
Are you certain you want to step into that particular square?
Yes.
Is your gust sustained?
It lasts until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so that has
The
to make
square
a...
is actually like selected, like for some reason.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, I did
if you're
put it at an
crossing
angle.
over, like
I
you
don't
can't
know.
just cross right through it just because it's, you know, I would
Yeah.
say that, but you can go around up here, like you can go.
Yeah.
up here.
Still, just going to bonk the skeleton with his cane.
All right. So 21 does hit. So roll the damage.
Yoki.
4 damage. At the very least, seems like bonking
Got this
them
little guy.
does a lot more than slashing into or piercing into them. So you
Great.
chose the right tool for the job.
He
Alright.
whimpily swings his cane at the skeleton, obviously trying to not get it dirty, and does pitiful damage as a result.
But at the very least, that's why you take a modular weapon. So, yeah, that's your turn. It's going back up to the top of the round with that one that you just bonked, trying to attack you back. So they will roll their jaws, reaching out towards you to bite.
Wait,
Actually failed the first attack. Second attack does hit, but it's the claws, so they will only deal about 9 damage to you.
Only 9 damage, he says.
As it comes back around for another claw attack. Though at multiple attack penalty -8. So that'll miss. So you took that damage, it claws back at you, it tries to strike and hurt you again in retribution for what you did, but it's not really doing much. Oh, it did hurt. Follow, you're up.
cool. I'm gonna target this skeleton closest to me. I'm gonna cast Divine Lance.
Alright.
You got this.
Yeah, +9 to hit. I got this.
Ugh. Oh.
Oh boy.
Does that?
Wouldn't it be nice to have True Strike?
Yeah, it would. That doesn't hit, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my other action to stride.
Okay.
Unfortunately, 2-hit like spell attack spells are really inconsistent in this game
Yeah.
because you don't get the same kind of bonuses as like marshals do to attack, so it's a lot harder for casters to hit AC.
No, the ranged spell attacks are basically the same as they are in D&D. He has a +9.
I just roll really bad.
It's not the same as what Snout gets for his bonuses.
Yeah. But anyway, that's your turn, I believe. Let's go
Yeah.
to Gadget. As the gust end your turn, it dissipates.
I cannot get rid of it myself. I'm sorry.
Alright, yeah.
There's also one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hmm. How bad are these guys looking?
They look like they're quivering, like their forms are having a tough time holding themselves together.
Alright. I'm going to use my free actions to cast Magic Missile.
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
It's 3 action.
That's gonna happen every time you cast
What's that?
it.
It's a 3 action magic
Mhm.
missile. All right, so there's 3 bolts. Roll 3
Two
damages
are
and choose
going-
how they go.
2 are going at the one in front of me. 1 is going to the one near Kevak.
All right, roll the damage.
So
2
5
to the
total
5.
damage in front of me, and then 2 to the one in front of Kevak. Or sorry, 4 to the one in front of Kevak.
All right.
Oh, thanks for telling us, Ash Skeleton.
Yeah, I forgot I can click on buttons, but then it says their names on it, but whatever. Yeah, you sling these magic missiles into these creatures, and while they do seem to damage them quite a bit, they aren't down yet.
Alrighty.
Gadget, you're up. Or, not Gadget, just now.
Alright.
First things first, Snot has to take care of business and get rid of the skeleton badgering his employer with a strike.
Go for it.
Pickaxe coming down above him and the...
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
You rolled a crit, so roll the
Of
damage.
course you did.
Of course he did.
Destroy them. Oh,
35!
God.
what the hell is this?
Yeah, that one's obliterated.
Oh my god,
Love
I
this.
need to put magic weapon on him too. I want to see what a enlarged magic crit does.
A great pick.
Just wait till I
And,
get more opportunities to use Bless.
That issue out of the way. Snout stomps past practically over a tut down to the
Good
skeleton
lord.
below.
Touch
With
just
strike.
stares vacantly at the pile that used to be the skeleton in front of him.
A fine white powder.
Just a stack of bone meal.
He makes another strike towards the skeleton badgering Gadget.
My hero.
Alright. That'll hit. Roll the damage.
0.
22.
It's a 10 actually.
Yeah, no.
That one's
It's a
also
first aid.
obliterated. As
He's a
your little
monster.
magic bolts go into it, he just comes over and like just destroys it.
I am so glad I took the spell.
Magic missile.
And I believe that's your turn.
Yep, that's it for Snout.
Miklo.
Murder.
Alright.
I still have another enlarged prepared too.
Move down. I'm going to fully activate my sword, stoking the flames. I don't know if they're immune to the fire or just resistant to it. Hoping resistant. Or not. Close to what I wanted to do. Here we go. Attack this guy after stoking my flame. Let me think. Ah, it's just enabled. Perfect. Right. Nice. Got him.
You can still make another strike. You have one more action.
Nope, that's 3 actions.
Oh, did you raise your shield?
Activating the sword. The stoke of the flames costs an action.
Yep. Did you? Oh, so you raised your shield?
He moved.
I moved.
Oh, you moved. Okay, never mind.
Okay. So I stoke the flames of my sword and I swing it at him and I make a nice arc of flame through the air, as like I'm guiding your attacks toward him. Next.
He is going to respond in kind, trying to bite at you.
At me? Yep, that's a reflex, or that's a reaction. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. Raise the shield as a reflex. There we go.
He rolled a 28.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do the damage. Total of 9 damage.
Alright, 9 damage it is.
Did you do the... Does Razor Shield... Or no, does the shield reaction reduce it?
No, it doesn't reduce it. It just raises my AC for the attack.
Oh, okay. Well, isn't Razor Shield then an action, not a reaction?
It's I have a reactive shield feat.
Yeah.
So I can raise the shield as a reaction if I'm attacked.
Mm-hmm. Well, are you using a reaction?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, they're two different things. Alright, so yeah. You take the damage, it's going to claw at you. It rolled a 21, just barely hitting you. As it rakes into you again with its claws, it deals another 8 damage, and because it has a special ability called Rend, it will just do more damage to you.
Sweet.
Another 8 damage as the claw comes in and it gains purchase the first time, but then it just stays there and keeps clawing into you, dealing more damage with its third action, and that's it for that.
That's fine.
Quebec.
Thanks.
This is fine.
I was at full health, so now you guys can obliterate this thing.
I'm using a cantrip I forgot I had. It kind of waves his hands towards it.
Oh.
Cast Disrupt Undead.
Alright.
Nice.
It needs to make a fortitude save. It rolled a natural 1, so
Oh my
roll the
goodness.
damage on that. That should be 2d6.
Critically fails. It's also enfeebled.
Yeah, it's just you wave your hand at it with this disruptive energy. It's just these creatures are a like heresy against the natural order of nature, and you're able to just it crumbles into dust, like it shakes violently and just it's dead. Like all the energy, the necrotic energy that was holding it together, just dissipates, and that's it. You don't see anything else coming towards you here.
It's good.
Oh, you're still huge, by the way.
Well, not
This
anymore.
lasts 5 minutes,
Oh,
so you can
Oh,
stay
right.
as big for as long as you want.
I was trying to like get rid of my rage, but misclicked. Sorry.
You're all good.
Whew, well, that was oddly satisfying.
Well, sorry about that. I mean, I suppose we were bound to run into him either way, but, sorry for speeding things along.
Well,
I do wonder though.
that was unpleasant.
Was it the stars that animated these, or was it something else?
Are we're out of the domain, like, there's no mist, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's still enlarged, but he's going around picking up trying to scavenge some bones off the ground out of the little bits of tar left behind.
Whatever happened to that bangle?
Ooh, good question. Also, as far as I'm concerned, you don't need to apologize for leading us to these skeletons. As far as I'm concerned, we did a good thing by fighting them.
Yeah, it's not natural for them to move on their own.
Oh, by the
without
way,
flesh.
one of you two decide what to do with this. Guy just gonna hold out his wand of heal. He's standing between Kivak and Valo.
Sure, I can use it.
Gadget's arm, which is kind of like pointed to the direction in between them, just kind of slowly turns to Valo. With
Kevak
the
shrugs.
wand in
Oh.
hand.
Take it.
Oh, okay, so you weren't able to use that yourself?
Yeah, I, don't know how I got it to work earlier, but, think it's I don't think I can use this.
While this is going on, Tat is like going to investigate the tar pit and form a safe distance and maybe like dip his cane in at least a little bit.
Oh no.
You're gonna lose your cane.
Alright, roll a nature check.
Concerned about these kobolds. If they pass through here, they probably also were attacked. Oh no.
I keep
no.
rolling below a 5. Let's go.
Is it past your bedtime? Cause you look tired.
Alright,
Careful
so
with slurs.
Tut, you dip your cane in, you look around, you have no idea what's going on here. You've never even encountered tar pits before. So
Yes, this black slime is very black and slimy.
But you do remember that there was something else in the tar here as you were looking out, and that shiny object is still sitting there.
I do spot why you two approached this rather unwelcoming place. It's over there, by the way, and he points. He helpfully points Snout towards it.
Just a moment. Does not have any luck with scavenging bones from these skeletons.
It's pretty slimy, but you can roll a survival check to try.
Slimy yet satisfying?
The goal is a full
how the line
skeleton.
goes from that old poem.
1000-piece puzzle.
Yeah, roll a medicine check if you're trying to form a complete skeleton that isn't just a mishmash of different bones.
Well, he's not like trying to form one. He's just trying to get like make sure like each bone he picks up is unique from each other.
Yeah, roll a medicine check then. You're successful in, scavenging them, but the
Ah no, you rolled duplicates. You got 2 tibias.
yeah, you don't really understand the difference between bones that much, so you're kind of just picking up bones like, oh, that one looks different, maybe. You
Close
have
enough.
a bag of bones in your inventory.
Kavak looks at Snout like he's crazy.
The skeletons probably will find this quite humorous.
It's for my collection. Traditionally, my ancestors used to collect mostly bones instead of all sorts of knickknacks.
Wait, what is that you have?
Bones.
He's gonna make a whole skeleton.
Well,
Well,
it's actually not
We call 'em
that
fossils.
uncommon. Some of the
Might want
elders.
to pull your punches next time if you're trying to get more identifiable bones, and not just little fragments.
So Miklo kneels down by the trees and starts spending some time praying to recover.
Also, I'm gonna say that the bag of bones is 1 bulk as well.
One to feel is now in party inventory. My bad.
Kavak is gonna go check out this shiny thing.
Alright, so you head over to where you see the shiny object, and it's not like in the middle of the tar or anything like that. It's easy enough for you to pick up. And as you wipe it off of the tar, you get a little bit of it on yourself, but you find that it's a ring, and a ring with a nice little opal stone set into it. So I'm gonna pull this out, give it to you. Seeing as you guys have really good arcana, I'm not even gonna bother with the identification. So
Will you humor me?
sure, roll an arcana check.
Oh,
I-
if this is a
roll
nat
high, okay.
1. Please roll
I-
high.
I know it's just formality, but I wanted. Him?
I
one
knew
day.
it!
Because of this item's level, you fail to identify it.
Oh my god!
oh no.
Be right back, crying. I should have just taken what you said at face value.
Tut is going to
Little
appraise
bitch.
the ring as well.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
I just wanted to see if I could get it.
Oh my god.
We're rolling on a free check that the DM is giving us. And he's like, yeah, let's just burn all these rolls.
I
29.
didn't burn
critical
shit.
Success.
That too would have been like an attack roll.
I put it into the bag of holding, the party inventory. It is a ring of minor arcana. Essentially, it gives you a few spells that you can cast as cantrips. And they level up if you are an arcane caster.
Oh, I wonder who should put that on.
Hypothetically, does that list of cantrips count against your, prepared spells?
No.
Or
They are
it
free
just
spells that you can cast.
straight up
so-
gives you more options. Okay, I'm just gonna look at this real quick, don't mind me.
I
Now
didn't
he's
know
eyeing
you were
that
one
giant
for
skeleton in the
jewelry,
back there.
Gadget.
Magic. Ah, that means I can get rid of prestidigitation. Since we've
Until you lose the ring.
identified this, isn't no one else is an arcane caster, right?
Nope.
It's just you, I think.
Cough, cough. Gadget would like to put on this ring.
We have 2 divine,
okay.
1 primal, and 1 arcane.
Yeah, you can take it
Alright.
from the inventory.
No occultism.
Yeah,
PSA
chemical
kids,
handle.
don't
the oracle is
occult.
isn't
You
it?
mean checkers?
Yeah,
The
checkers.
oracle.
Oh, I
So
thought checkers was
dehumanizing.
like a sorcerer.
No,
Huh.
the Oracle.
Oracle.
Interesting.
What's an oracle?
It's another caster class that blows stuff up.
Special to Pathfinder.
Ooh.
Basically, they're cursed. And they can draw power from their curse.
It's the cousin to the Etherical.
Is the
That was a stupid joke, I'm sorry.
That was really bad.
is the mammoth skeleton like actually there, or is that just like a map prop?
Yeah, no, there is a mammoth skeleton.
Stay far the fuck away from that.
Yeah, let's stay away from that. Snout?
Now is
Snout, no.
start to lumber towards it.
Snout,
Are
no.
oracles-
What?
Are oracles like sorcerers in that like their specialization, whatever, determines what spell list they use?
I think so. I think they might just be occultist casters. Yeah, let me look.
What's the problem? Just gonna pop by real quick and maybe grab that skull.
So,
Divine.
Yeah, oracles are
Uh,
only occult.
Cool.
I don't know how I can add.
Here, let me just.
Oh, okay, you can create spell slots.
And
Excellent.
someone in chat explains that they cast like sorcerers but have a special divine spell list.
Oh, divine, right. Thank you.
So to
Connor.
get up there well enlarged, do I have to like make jumps, or can I just step across the gaps between of tar?
I need one more DM.
You will probably, even if you're, yeah, I'll give you more. If you're that big, it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be the same difficulty, I'd say, because of how
Okay.
how big, a lumbering creature you are. So do roll athletics checks if you're trying to get across this gap over to the mammoth.
Alright. Alright, now goes for it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is the only check I need. Oh,
22. Yeah, you're able to get over to the little island there where the mammoth is.
Oh boy.
Please don't start moving. Please don't
What are
start
you
moving.
bloody doing?
Please don't start moving. Please don't start moving.
I'll be quick about it. Just need one little souvenir from you. For my collection, see?
Please don't start moving. Please don't.
Snout tries to dislodge at least a rib or something from the skeleton.
Yeah, it's easy enough for you with your massive strength to rip out a rib of this thing. And this thing is big,
How-
like even for you, this rib is like the size of your pickaxe when it's normal sized.
So is that like 2 bulk? In other words?
Yeah.
Never change, Snout.
Amazing.
Snout's satisfied with that, and he hops back. Does that need another athletics roll, or?
Yeah, do me another one. $14. As you're leaping across, the last stone kind of slips you up and you get stuck in the tar.
Oh my god.
Okay. Snout,
Bloody kidding. Hold on a second.
We should help, right?
They've got this.
Has it been 10 minutes since the end of combat yet?
Yes.
I
In
am
that
going.
case, I can heal.
I
Yes,
am going.
that will get him out of the
to-
tar.
Going to do this, and do it for this focus spell. So, that's about the most I can do to help you get out of here. You are more masterly.
So I could maybe try to come over and help with some like athletic-y type things. I don't really have a good tool to help with
You
though.
can aid.
Guidance.
I have-
Just do aid athletics.
Yeah, I could probably aid athletics. Do I have a rope or anything?
The difficulty
I have a
will be
rope.
harder as he's sinking into it, but
Yeah, I have a rope.
uh-oh.
Well, he has an effective +12 for his next roll,
Yeah.
so.
Why don't I
Haha,
toss you
what are the
like,
chances?
an end of rope, and then I can try to like
5%.
yank you out with my strength. That sounds like a good.
yeah, roll your athletics.
My athletics?
No, Snout's athletics.
Snout's
Yeah, you're
athletics.
helping. You're doing
Helping
the
with
aid action.
athletics, yeah. Using my rope to aid, basically. I think.
Plus.
Oh, come on.
No.
Well, that's going to be a -2 to his check because you crit failed your aid.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
13. He sinks deeper. He's now up to chest
Cannot be
height.
happening.
No, no, no.
Oh dear. Gosh. Quad
Oh wait,
blimey.
it's been 10 minutes. I said to Miklo. You would be small size at this point.
Okay. I
Shrunk.
don't know if that's a good thing or not.
It's kind of weird. You're still up to chest height.
Quebec's gonna do a nature check to try to, or whatever check you think would be valid to think of a strategy here that would actually work.
I have a strategy that might work.
I don't. That wasn't my strategy.
You can roll
Hey.
your
Used my bloody strategy.
Use your pickaxe, you dolt! You can pull yourself out with it.
Does that actually change anything?
Yeah,
use a
well,
pickaxe?
you see. And Quebec, yeah, the way you get out isn't to try and get out yourself. You have to be pulled out. And he can pull himself out if he slams his pickaxe into the ground. Pulls. So
Do the pickaxe thing, like you said. If you struggle more, we'll just pull you in further.
Oh yeah, then you can get enough leverage so that we can easily deke you out.
Snout pulls the pickaxe from where it's slung across his back and reaches forth as he slams it into a bank. Like an ice pick.
yeah, and
then-
it's easy enough to do. Roll your athletics.
1.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Why did you say that?
Am I able to
I
try to grab him
The
or anything as he's doing
yeah,
this?
roll an aid check, Mikla. You can do another aid.
Alright, this one's gonna be a crit, so you get like a +2 on it. That'll be awesome.
He just pushes you back into
we.
it.
This is what we get for relying on Snout in combat
Okay.
for so long.
Miklo succeeds. A 13 is enough with the extra leverage.
Oh my!
Oh my god.
I I thought we were legit about to just fucking do this apart.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
No
is he
reason.
gonna freaking die in the tar
The
pit?
worst reason. I mean, a
Yeah.
legit valid reason.
We done swimming in tar now?
Enjoy your spa day?
Yeah,
You are completely
probably
covered
enough
up to your
for a
chest.
few months.
Here, let me help. I'm gonna see if I can help tidy him up a
He's
little.
not an object.
He's also not one bulk,
Look,
probably.
Tut objectifies him a lot, so
Wow.
You
Damn.
can clean his ear, but
His
he
ear.
doesn't wear much of anything except for his backpacks.
and hopefully
His
some loincloths.
Snout, I have to say, you are a truly unique individual.
I'll choose
He
to
just
take
kind
that how I
of
will.
trails off and wanders off.
Got to be the politest insult I've ever heard from him.
Well, at least it was all worth it.
That means I don't have to pay you. That's very good.
I'm glad you think that.
Let's try not to take a dip in any more sludge here.
So, monsieur, where to now?
Well, you need to remember the kobolds, man.
Hopefully not
Oh.
where those skeletons were.
Alright, we need to pick the trail back up.
Which is probably more difficult now because all the goop everywhere.
It
Yeah,
depends
roll
on how close they got to this.
Roll a survival check, kiddo.
Kevak is immune to my guidance for 1 hour, so. Oh, no.
You find the trail.
Man, I feel
You-
like. Sorry.
You actually just don't find the trail at all. Like, you cannot pick it back up. It's taking you 5-10 minutes. You're like, where did it go?
Very nice. False
And-
positives, I guess.
10 minutes, you said? Did you say 10 minutes? Cough,
Yeah.
cough.
He's been
Alright, I
spending
get a
some time
focus
looking
point.
at this.
Back.
Oh, I see how it is. So there's a problem.
What is it?
I can't find them.
Oh no.
Oh, well, let's just follow the trail.
I can't find the trail.
You can't find the trail.
It probably got messed up with all the fighting we were just in. You know, exploding tar skeletons makes things difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if we backtrack slightly to where we were before we got to the tar, and then guess the direction based on our heading?
I have an idea of what I can do. I can actually use my investigator stuff to probably try and help.
Yeah. If you can
Right.
figure out what your
I
investigator
can
stuff
do that,
is.
You're
right.
actually built for this.
Investigate the missing kobolds.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Elementary, my dear Kevak.
he will now try to mentally adjust himself to very much investigate the kobolds and try to find the trail.
Alright, I think you get a +1 to your survival check.
I think I
Or
do.
if you
Plus one
can-
Ferguson's bonus to the check. But I only get it to perception. Oh no, perceptual skill check. Never mind. But yeah, I get a +1 in that case. Now let's see. Survival. Oh goody. I am very good at survival. It turns out. That's a
+1 to
14.
14. You know the general place it was, and you're able to wipe away some of the tar, and you see the trail again.
Monsieur Dog, I think I found the trail.
Oh, really?
Did you just call him a dog?
Well, what else is he?
The proper word for them is gnolls. So you should probably call him a gnoll.
Kevak does the sad puppy dog eyes.
Aw.
Well, look at what you've done. You've hurt him.
Alternatively, I'm sure you could call him Kevak, which is his name. I'm sure we all like being called by our names. It's very much a civilized thing to do.
Maybe the locust was right about him.
uh, Monsieur Guardsman, I believe I will choose the way I address people myself, but your advice is very much noted.
You could just call me Miklo.
Your advice is noted, Monsieur Guardsman.
You can.
Hey, you want to throw him into the tar pit? Tar pit's right there. We could just throw him in. No one would know, but us.
I would know. You can't do things like that. That's murder.
Well, I know it's
Quite illegal.
that it was.
Fine, we all just call him Namby Up Nose Coin Counting Fop.
He is
Actually-
our friend. I want to remind you all of that.
What? I
And
was
he's
joking.
got some of us on payroll.
I may also remind you that none of you have been addressing me by my titles.
You
Tut.
have titles?
No one can bloody remember your titles.
That's because everyone keeps interrupting me.
You say everyone, but I think you just mean me.
Nobody has interrupted you.
Do we want to find these kobolds or not?
Yeah, let's go.
I guess.
Where's the
Mr.
trail?
Fop, where are the kobold
Mr.
trails?
Fop.
And he points to the trail that he just uncovered.
All right, we'll move back to the overland map.
Lead the way, monsieur.
Careful, you might incite him too much.
Out of character, I gotta say, playing like an absolutely insufferable character is one of the best things ever.
He's great.
That's
I
okay.
love him.
Yep.
He adds something very interesting to the party. I'm glad you are playing this character.
It's called spite.
Oh man.
Really gives me something to shoot for. Or shoot at. I don't know. We'll find out.
All right, so you guys start heading along this, tracking the kobolds, and you find that you start going a bit into the northeast. So let's open that up.
You know,
That's
it's not
cool. I like what we've got going on here.
it's not that bad
Yes.
out here. I mean, aside from that tar pit and those skeletons, yeah,
I
honestly,
just
this
mean like this setup, like how Corvus is running it.
The map is so cool. I love the
It's a neat
effects.
idea.
so
It
cool.
does.
Yeah.
So cool.
How does the cartographer know the shape of the island if they never actually like explored it and only have the northwestern end
Quiet you.
covered?
Magic.
They probably went around on a boat before they came here.
The
Magic.
Wizard did it.
Wizard did it. Gadget, how did you do this?
Gadget shrugs.
It's
So as you
magic.
guys are heading through, past away from the tar pits, you end up in a area of the jungle that seems a little bit brighter than the rest. There's a lot of nice plants here that are like very bright and flowery, and kind of relax as you start walking through here. You guys do anything? Investigate the plants, anything like that?
They said one of the villagers said the plants were deadly. I don't know if I want to touch any of these.
I'm not really a plant guy.
Well, you're a kobold guy, because you're a kobold.
A lot of us are kobold.
Okay.
Someone in the chat is saying if the northwest is Alaska, this must be California.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
We're gonna go see
What?
Kobold.
Wouldn't this be Canada?
Kevak is gonna pass up on the plants. I mean, it might be interesting for medicinal purposes, but it's probably not worth it.
Okay. Anybody else though?
It's not try. Maybe he tries to like keep an eye out for to see if maybe some of these plants were like gathered by anyone, like the villagers or by the kobolds.
Yeah, you can roll a nature check to determine that.
I think I'm good at that.
So now you aren't really able to determine where or if these have been harvested at all, but as you do get close enough, and it seems like you're pretty far away, but even still, as you get close, the plant just puffs this cloud of phosphorescent gas over you. And I need you to make a will save.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
get high.
Looks like now it's the trap trigger today.
Are you getting killed again?
How many times have we
They,
told you? Don't die
save.
while adventuring.
I'm sure he's really good at will. Oh, wow, okay, he is.
As you are hit by that gas, you feel a little funny, but it's not like it's severely affecting you. But even then, even with a success, there's still, you didn't critically succeed. So you feel that your brain has gone numb, you're dumber than usual, you have a -2 to your intelligence.
That's a record.
Boy.
Forever.
For as long as it affects you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Which
glad
I'll
it
tell
didn't
you.
cause permanent brain damage.
I've got to reload.
Now coughs and
I'll be
step
right
back.
back.
Well, it seems like we don't have to worry about eating them and dying from that, at least.
You okay,
Please don't
Snout?
touch the plants.
You have this look in your eyes.
Isn't that normal?
Yeah.
A lot worse.
Things sap the brain or something. Let's move on.
Thankfully, it didn't have much to feed off of.
Yeah, that's why he should be extra careful.
Before you go, anybody else want to investigate and try and figure out anything about the plants?
I'll try to figure out if the kobolds came through, or what they did if they're here.
Yeah, roll nature check to determine if the plants did anything when they moved through. And you get a +1 because it's part of your investigation.
Yep, I forgot to add
Oh.
that one again.
Excellent.
24. You can definitely tell that as the footprints of the kobolds came through here, and they did come through here because you're still on the trail, they stopped and stumbled around for a while, making it really hard to pick up the trail again. So I'm gonna need another survival check from Faye to try and
Oh, I
trail
can
again.
finally do a thing. Haha.
I'm scared.
I will do this.
We're investigators. Oh, what's that? I can use an ability from my class.
Whoa!
So
What am I adding?
you had a +1. As you start investigating the tracks, Tut just jumps in and says what he needs to say.
Excellent.
Look, you see these are obviously kobold left, probably, or not. You should probably actually disregard what I just said. Probably these are more kobold-like. He gives a mix of helpful and unhelpful advice as he just pesters you during this.
You're confusing Kevik a lot.
So with a 16, you are able to pick up their trail again. It seems like the kobolds had a bit of fun while they were here, running into the plants, and who knows what
Oh no.
permanent
Oh my
effects those have.
Gosh.
But
Can't get much dumber.
Oh, they
The
play
bar
around
was
in here
already
for a
so
little bit.
low. You're gonna trip on it at this
If anything,
point.
they are probably vegetables now.
If they were vegetables, they'd still be here.
Make them easier to find.
There's plenty of vegetables everywhere around here.
By us or something else, though?
Just thinking about how the fact that now it's just only just as intelligent as Mace now.
Oh boy.
Are all the plants like generally the same species? Does it look like?
They all seem to have a kinship in being bright, flowery, attractive flowers that want creatures to come close to them.
All right. Well, we should definitely go around these.
Yeah, we should definitely not touch them.
These
I
lovely
agree.
idiot flowers.
That's what we shall call them. The stupid flowers.
And
So
I'm
you as
actually
a
gonna-
flower.
Hmm?
So you as a flower.
Wait, who are you talking about? Me?
Well,
What? Why?
So
This
as
is uncalled for.
Quebec picks up on the trail again, you guys continue along. And as you're pushing through this place if you tried to go around it, you would lose the trail, so you're making the risk of coming through here. Unless you don't want to and you want to leave the trail.
Or just be very careful, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
With you guys knowing what these are, you're a little bit more careful. But I'm going to need everybody to roll reflex saving throws for the journey to avoid accidentally running into them or getting too close.
can snout like wrap the cloak
Nice.
around his snout. As my face.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Don't worry, it's not like the bar was high in the first place.
Oh
I
boy.
need intelligence. No.
I'm really hoping a 13 is good enough, cause I I just got this +2 intelligence. I don't want to lose it again.
Well, I did place the DC at 14. So
Oh
The
Uh,
do it classes got hit. Great.
anybody below 14, which was Gadget, Miklo, Tuts, you guys, over the course of the journey, aren't careful enough to avoid the puff of this strange phosphorescent gas, and each of you needs to now make a wisdom saving throw. Or a
Oh.
will saving throw.
Oh, I had already reduced my intelligence by 2. Hold on a sec. Let me just. There we go.
Oh, thank God.
Will.
Mhm.
Oh, I saw that one.
So, Tut and Gadget critically succeed, and you come out of it
Oh.
not feeling anything different at all.
Thank goodness.
Miklo, however,
High five between the two int casters, or not casters, but like users.
Miklo, you lose 4 intelligence,
Oh,
Oh
boy.
my god.
Yeah.
and
4?
you are suffering from the effects of confusion.
Oh jeez.
Now, confusion is a spell. And since you failed it, you are confused for 1 minute. And. Oh, confused is actually a condition. Okay, I need to look up the condition of confused. There's conditions.
Tell the lovely chat what they've won.
They-
There it is. Conditions and confused.
I don't know.
Is there a way to put that in the
Yeah, let me.
Foundry chat box?
Actually, I don't know if I can do that. Let me see if I can drag it over.
I'm wondering if there's a way to, like, put on like a temporary modifier for my intelligence.
I think there should be. I know in, first edition there was a lot of these like ability point malices, but we'll have to figure that out later. Just remember they have -4. Yeah, you can put a deity boon on there. So confused. You don't have your wits about you and you attack wildly. You are flat-footed, and you use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips.
Oh,
So, who's
no.
closest to you?
that's a good question. I don't think we established a marching order. We could just
Definitely
roll.
did not.
We
Yeah,
did
just
not.
roll a 1d5. Miklo.
Instinct truly hits Tad over the head.
Or wait, no. Oh wait, no, you can... I'm not gonna make that part affect you. So, it says that the GM can have you use other actions to facilitate the attack, but if you can't attack, which you can't right now because you're not close enough to everybody, you target yourself.
Oh,
Automatically
It's going
hitting
confusion.
and not scoring a critical hit. So I want you to hit yourself with your sword.
Hit myself with my sword.
Oh no.
What you hit?
Alright, what's the damage on it?
That's not even an attack roll.
I think you just hit damage when you go to the rolls.
trust no one, not even yourself.
Okay, so is it just an automatic hit?
Yes, it's automatically hit, so roll the damage.
Ouch!
I don't think you emblazoned
I
your sword
Do
before.
not.
So it would be reduced down to 1, so 8 plus 1 is... Wait. 8 plus 1 plus 4...
So there's the
so
d6 was
13.
It
Yeah,
hurts
that's
itself
yourself.
in the confusion.
And when you do that, you can make a flat check. So roll a d20, see if you get end your confusion, because you do that.
That'd be 25 hit points left. Roll a
These
d20.
plants are rough.
Holy bloody, how the heck are you doing?
That's a failure. So you
Ah!
are
Ah!
still confused. What is the rest of the party doing while Miklo is just
I
hitting
want
himself?
to find a way to disarm him.
Miklo!
I have
We're
a
like
way
clear
to
of the
disarm him,
flowers, right?
technically.
Hold on.
I want to identify his condition.
Alright, roll a medicine check.
Guys, why is everything wrong? Ah.
I'm gonna
Pathfinder.
cast Calm Emotions on Miklo.
Alright.
I had a terrible, terrible thought.
Miklo, you need to roll against what? Or
19.
19 will save.
It
So
will
you're fighting
save, huh?
against... Yeah, you're fighting
Yeah,
against
you're bad at those.
Valor trying to...
Oh gosh.
Why would you say that?
I had a
Shove
terrible,
is an
terrible-
attack.
Failure.
fails. So he is suppressed for 1 minute, right?
Yeah, he cannot use hostile actions.
Alright, so he's just kind of standing there all loopy. But since he can't hurt himself, he's going to be there for the minute that this confusion continues on.
Guys, we need to take his weapon off of him.
You continue committing crimes against citizens of Thorovec.
Glow, be glow, me,
Can I disarm him?
glow.
It's not
Yeah,
close
he,
for a
he's not
grapple.
hostile, so yeah. It's easy enough to disarm him now.
Yeah.
Bleeding joking when they said these plants are dangerous.
So you guys do look around now that you're really deep into this place.
Are we there yet?
As you guys are really deep into this place, you look around and you see there's a few skeletons lying around. Looks like there's a strategy going on here. With the roots of the plants going through the skeletons.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Any kobold skeletons?
How welcoming.
Roll a medicine check.
Oh no.
And sorry, did you, Kevak, you rolled a 29. You can definitely identify this as a hallucinogenic that causes muscle spasms and reduction in one's intelligence. So pretty much
These
that.
stupid bleeding kobolds get out this far anyway.
You rolled a natural 20. Okay, Snout, you
Wow.
don't see any kobold
Snout
skeletons.
MD.
None of these skeletons are small enough. You realize that much.
It looks like they got past somehow too.
Alright, we haven't had the best experience with skeletons so far. Do we want to take some preemptive action here?
Doesn't look like they're jumping up to say hi to us right now.
But
If we take all
But
of
they
their
might-
heads, they won't be able to see us. Honestly, I don't know how skeletons work.
I don't think
oh,
that's
it's an
how they
idea.
Whoa,
Why
we
don't-
fighting?
Why don't we have Snout cut down one of these bleeding trees and just push it over onto these skeletons to make sure they can't get up?
Bleeding? I can heal.
just hang back for a second, Miklo.
Oh,
Kevik
You're
will
doing-
tend to Miklo and try
You're
to...
doing great.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, the one party member who is actually sane has fallen.
Our voice of reason has fallen silent.
Great. Just great.
Come on, Murmur.
I'm still serious about that idea, by the way.
Does that seem feasible? Character, like.
I mean, there are many plants, and you aren't sure if that's just all of the skeletons right there. You think to yourself, just burn it.
Well, if we start a forest fire,
And what? Get the kobolds caught in it,
yeah,
and ourselves for that matter.
let's find the kobolds before we even consider something like that.
If we burn these, they're just gonna release their stuff everywhere.
So would cutting down the tree. They would probably spread all their pollen or whatever around.
Let's just not disturb them.
I
Maybe we
think
can
the
slip
plants
around.
Burn
Probably
it.
be our best bet.
Fire.
Why do you think these skeletons are gonna come up? If they were going to, they would have already.
Good thing Checkers isn't here.
Where's my sword?
Miko, you come out of it after a minute, but you're still lower intelligence.
Kevak's gonna get everybody out of here and get them moving as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I feel kind of weird.
Ideally.
So, as you walk into the afternoon, about halfway through the day, you start heading your way out of this area where these funny plants are. And following the trail, the kobolds seem to still be all together. And luckily, you're able to follow it further up to here.
Oh, I'm stupid. The skeletons, it was just like a... Never mind.
A sign that people had died there, yes.
Yeah, skeleton.
I thought some vines were about to start animating skeletons. I was...
Are you sure that
Very
pollen
annoying.
didn't
Worst
affect
possible
you?
conclusion.
I just hear dice rolling.
Yes.
No,
As
you didn't.
As you enter the new hex, it's peaceful. Nothing happens.
What? I don't believe that.
Oh, it's an encounter table. Gotcha.
Shh. No, we don't know anything.
What?
No,
You can
Yeah.
hear the damn dice rolls. So
A dinner table?
even though I put a
It
mod
could've-
on to hide rolls, you can still hear hidden dice rolls.
Yeah.
It
mean,
could
it
have been
doesn't
an
feel
attack
too-
roll.
Yeah, it could have been an attack roll as I shoot an arrow to it. All right. But
Nah,
yeah,
just
you
me shooting
guys
an arrow.
actually
Good.
make a good journey through this forest, following the path just fine, nothing to interrupt it, nothing to stop you, until you start seeing what's ahead of you, which seems to be the heights of the forest start going up, and you see cliff faces going along. And we're gonna move over that way as you guys head into the evening.
It's getting
I
dark.
like this exploration style thing we got going on here.
It's cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And as you guys arrive here, you realize that the kobold tracks. It's really easy to say kobold traps.
You follow the traps.
It's a trap.
Yeah, the trap master laid a bunch of traps, and you guys have been avoiding them the
I
whole
can
way.
totally see that though.
When's he gonna run out of razor wire?
Never.
As you guys make your way here, you find that there is a divot in the earth, and it looks like almost somebody has an operation going on here, a mining operation.
I
And
wonder
up
who
ahead
that
of
could
you,
be.
You actually see, if I can move over there. Where is it? There it is.
Dwarven mine. I don't have a token of vision.
Yeah.
Now that's a kobold trademark if I've seen one.
I don't think they had time to make all this.
I forgot to do some things. I'm gonna do something quick.
I'm blind.
It is just
Sorry.
about 9:30 as well, by the way.
Yes. But we're gonna wrap it up in a bit here. Just need to do something else.
In a wee bit.
Wait, no, that's Checkers. He's not here.
You made it! Oh, there you
Wow.
Alright. So, as you guys
This
come into
is
this
cool.
area, you see what seems to be an excavation, and Gadget, as you look at this, it immediately clicks in your mind that this is a dwarven operation. You see, this looks exactly like how dwarves usually mine. They don't mine into the earth, they mine down the earth. In this world. Oh, you still can't
Don't
see?
mine straight
Yeah,
down.
because of the dumb thing.
They literally
second.
dig straight down.
Lunatic. What's a dwarven settlement doing here?
Wait, the dwarven settlement?
There you go,
It's-
okay, you should be able to see.
Yep, I can see.
It's classic dwarven mining operation here.
Why would
Don't
the
know what
kobolds-
it's doing here.
I think I know why.
Hey! What are you?
You see two of the kobolds up ahead.
If there's dwarven dig, there's probably dwarves.
Hold on.
Hey, you stupid bloody creatures! What you doing?
Oh, hey.
Don't
Mm,
oh
what was that?
hey me!
We
You
found.
lot ran off without a trace, or without warning.
We found gold.
Did Miko get his sword back yet?
Yeah, and you left behind a whole case of it at the beach.
Oh. Well, we saw it glittering, so we came this way. It's not our
It
gold,
came
it's
pretty-
Dragon gold.
Completely unguarded.
Yeah.
That's the third one of you.
Oh. Where's Tuck? And Mock looks
Just
over
now-
to Mac. I don't see him. They
How
seem
did these-
stupider than usual.
How do these creatures function?
Did you
Oh,
breathe any pollen
wait a
from a
sec.
mushroom?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you breathe any mushroom spores recently?
Oh, you mean the funny stuff? Yeah.
Oh. Stay away from the edges.
I think that's when we lost Tuck.
You lost Tuck in the funny stuff or the edges?
The funny stuff.
You lost Tuck in the funny stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember anything. I guess that's when. he left.
So
Oh, Tuck, yeah. I forgot he existed.
What?
I forgot he
Yes.
existed.
You forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, Snizermax is gonna be mad.
Scissor
I
Max?
mean, he is mad.
You mean scissor axes?
It's what I said. Skizzer Dex. Skiz-
Kevin's gonna go up and grab Miklos, so he doesn't just like walk off the freaking edge.
Yeah, you guys are crossing across this bridge here that looks pretty decently set up. There's really riveted wood here. But as you're looking around, Gadget, this does look really old as well. Like, dwarves make things to last, but this is even older than that.
It's okay. I'm not dizzy. I'm not dizzy.
It's a shame.
Just a bit frog head or something.
Come look at the gold.
Yeah, of gold?
Yeah,
Where is the gold?
right here. A
In
barrel.
these barrels? I open a barrel.
Oh, see. And you see one of the barrels has been opened up by the kobolds, and it does seem like there are some flecks of gold in here. Though they're like scraping the barrel with that. Like the leftovers of what was once here.
You're kind of right. Are they all like this, or they get more gold?
We need help opening.
Okay, I'll help you open.
Alright.
Hold on.
What?
We need to think of why these kobolds are here.
Gold.
yeah. Why did you come here? Why did you leave the beach?
Knack climbed up the stones near the beach, and he saw Glittering Mountain. So he went this way.
You know, Scissorax is actually worried about you.
Oh, yeah, he's mad too.
Well, mostly mad.
Worried is a bit of a stretch.
I forgot about.
Maybe mad is just his way of worries. I don't know.
We bring back gold, so it's fine.
Yeah, we'll bring back gold.
One of you is missing.
Oh,
It
we
is
gotta
a
find him
problem.
too. We gotta
Oh
find
my
him.
god.
Which one was it
Miklo.
again?
Tuck.
Tuck.
Tuck is the
Tuck.
missing one.
Yeah, I knew that. Sorry. Tuck is missing. We gotta find him. Where'd he go?
I can't remember.
Shoot.
Lost
there
him back at
any-
the funny flowers.
Flowers.
Is there any kind of check I can make to, kind of get a good sense of what this, like, place is doing here, or at least try to hazard a guess? There's no history. The only thing... I don't know if lore
Society.
academia is appropriate. Yeah, society. Okay. Not too bad.
Well, you know that dwarves are sort of a bit more nomadic than what you expect from other editions of the game, but you know. So it's, I mean, it's in front of you. It's dwarven make. It's here, but you don't have any other information that'll let you know more.
Right.
This is just confusing. This whole place is confusing.
I agree. Don't know what brought him out this far.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perhaps, but
Wait, I had an idea.
what?
Did you guys, did you hear anything?
No.
Scared? What do you mean?
Oh.
Like, someone talking.
I hear you talking.
Oh, okay.
No, I think when Nak climbed up and saw the mountain, Nak, did you hear a voice telling you to go there?
Yeah, Brain said, yeah, I should go up that rock and look.
Oh,
Oh boy, of
It
course.
happened-
Was it your own brainhead voice, or was it another brainhead voice that was like not quite yours? Because I had one at one point that didn't really sound like me, but I kind of thought it was me until I realized it wasn't me.
It sounds.
See,
it
I'm not the
Brainhead
only one.
voice.
it's amazing that we've become better at talking to them by having our int taken away.
Oh my god.
It really helps.
So they were manipulated to come here.
I think
Ah.
Locus did
Bye,
manipulate.
Fine.
Locus.
Fun, bloody-tastic. So we're playing into someone's hand.
As you say that, on cue, you hear the skittering of millions and millions of little insects start to swarm all around you underneath these pathways.
Do not want.
As you see massive centipedes start rising over
Oh
the
no!
cliff, and one that is
Holy
extremely
shit.
big. And we're going to end the session there.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Oh,
crazy
no.
right now. I can't even see this. I can only imagine. Jesus.
Just go to the stream.
Oh no!
Wait for me here.
Someone said friends. Someone in
Oh,
the chat's just like friends. I'd like to inform you that they are very much not friends. The more legs, the less friendly.
excuse me. I should probably change my Discord name so that people on the stream can know who I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
With that,
right.
we will end the recording. Thank you for watching.
Cool,
Alright.
cool.
See you guys.